Mr. Secretary, thank you so much. I'll now turn the floor over to President Biden's Homeland Security Advisor, Liz Sherwood-Randall. Liz played a pivotal role in coordinating the relocation and resettlement of Afghans for this administration. She led interagency efforts to streamline and ensure safe passage to the United States for our allies. Liz's leadership was instrumental in managing these complex national security and resettlement priorities. Liz, your efforts ensured that thousands of individuals who supported the United States were given a chance at safety and a new beginning. Your commitment to upholding our nation's promise to its allies reflects true compassion and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, Liz Sherwood-Randall.
Good evening, everyone. What a joy it is to be here with you tonight. Thank you, Secretary Blinken, who I think is headed out the door now, and Deputy Secretary Verma, my friend Rich. It's really an honor to be with you here for this meaningful celebration of what we have accomplished together in our efforts to welcome our Afghan partners to our communities. These efforts, to quote Hillary Clinton in another context, take a village, and you are the village. This would not have been possible without you. The fact that we were able, as you've already heard and you know, to relocate to the United States more than 180,000 Afghan newcomers since August 2021 has depended so much on our civil society partners. You have been our secret sauce of success. Without you, this would not have worked. You're represented by many of the organizations here tonight, but there are also many who aren't here tonight because there are so many across the country. I'm looking at my friend Kari McDonough, who's taught me so much about the generosity of spirit and the openness of our communities, the desire to play a part in this process. And we want to express our gratitude. So for those of you who are here, please communicate out to those who are not how thankful we are for your tireless efforts all throughout this process from the very beginning. You brought us ground truth and the insights into where things were working and where things were not working. And honestly, Rich told you that I ran this process. A lot of things did not work at the outset, and a lot of things we had to make up from scratch. And so we found that our communications were not working with our Afghan partners. They weren't working with our communities. We needed to fix that. Our bureaucracy was not built to move as fast as the situation required. We needed to build a whole new system of welcome. You brought your creative ideas to us to overcome many challenges. And those challenges that we overcame have also informed our ability to welcome new communities of people from other places in the world to our homeland since then, because we learned so much from that effort. You kept us focused also on implementation of our enduring welcome commitment. You have helped Afghans apply for relocation programs, you've helped validate their employment or their U.S. ties, and you welcomed newcomers into your own homes. I know this again, Kari McDonough, who has had an Afghan family arrive very recently to stay with her and with her husband, the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, before moving into their own apartment. And now Welcome Corps, of course, is built as an enduring legacy for our country to help future generations come to our country and build our strength. Indeed, you've reminded us what many of our own families went through when they came to this country, whether they came decades ago or more recently, century ago perhaps, as my grandparents did, great-grandparents did, or just in the last few months. Settling into a new country is hard. Making connections in a place where you don't yet have the language and where there are completely new customs, you do depend on the kindness of strangers and the willingness of government at the federal, state, and local level to help you, and especially if you're also still fearful for those you've left behind, as is the case with our Afghan partners. So I just want to underscore today that this effort, which reflects the strength of this Department of State and all the diplomats here today, I see so many of my colleagues who've been essential to this mission. Holly Holzer is standing right there, John Bass next to her. You have been key to this whole endeavor. from the very start. We together have undertaken a noble effort that truly showcases the best of who we are as Americans, helping the Afghans who stood with the United States, and in so doing, helping our fellow Americans to be open to the continuing promise of America and to fulfill the obligation that many of us feel to our partners. So on behalf of President Biden and the whole White House team, I want to thank you. You remind us of why this vital work must continue, and we are grateful for your fidelity to this cause and the friendships that we have forged through the good, hard work that we have done together. Thank you again.
Liz, thank you so much. Thank you for your leadership. Next, we will hear from Sean Van Diver. As Secretary said, there really aren't words to describe Sean, but I will try. Sean is the founder and president of Afghan EVAC, which is dedicated to coordinating efforts to assist Afghans relocating and resettling out of Afghanistan. Sean is a Navy veteran. He is an experienced advocate. He's played a critical role in bringing together government agencies, nonprofits, private organizations to ensure the safe resettlement of thousands of vulnerable individuals. Sean's leadership and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in fostering collaboration and providing hope to those in need. I will say not a week goes by where I do not get multiple texts from Sean, which is exactly how it should be. Sean's work continues to highlight the importance of unity, collaboration, and action between the government and the private sector. Sean, we've all learned so much from you. We've been so grateful for your efforts, and we really thank you for everything you've done. Sean Van Diver.